I mean, y'all, they're all playing the same exact type of games. They act like they're doing it for you. They act like they want to pass these bills for you, but all along in there, it's stuff that's just going to do nothing more than to benefit them. They do not care about their people or their constituents. How are you guys all doing? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to view my content. Make sure that if you're following me on YouTube, that you're also following me on the platforms you see above and below. And ladies and gentlemen, if you click that thumbs up button, it will keep my content consistently recommended to you and showing up in your feed. And when you do, and if you have subscribed to the channel, be sure that you click that bell notification, which will bring up another little tab off to the side. And on that little tab, you can click the word that says all notifications. That way you will be notified when I post a video, okay? Hope you guys are all doing well out there. And again, to the gentleman that I met in the restaurant while traveling, shout out to you. It was nice having a conversation with you. Who knows that people just meet up and see each other randomly like that. That was an awesome hat that you had on right there. You know who you are. The hat was blue. It had like embroidered silver Donald Trump signature on it, in case your wife or whoever your family in don't believe that you and I met. So just wanted to say that out there. So shout out to you, sir. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So here we are by Chi-Town, and we have Brandon Johnson of Chicago, who we didn't think you can get somebody worse than Mayor Lightfoot, but Brandon Johnson is proven to be just that. And ladies and gentlemen, he is reeking Chicago over like nobody's business. And folks are speaking out. Folks are seeing through the BS. And now more of his rhetoric is coming out, especially in this story that you're about to hear right now. Check this out.
Far-left Mayor Brandon Johnson facing calls to resign. It comes after the city's public schools CEO was fired Friday after he refused to take out a $300 million loan for a new teachers union contract. That is the same union that once employed Mayor Johnson. One op-ed arguing it is time for Johnson to resign, saying this, quote, "You have demonstrated you are not a mayor for all of Chicago, but only for your friends at the Chicago Teachers Union. You are willing to use your power to benefit those closest to you while using the children you say you care about as political cover for your disastrous decision-making." Our next guest says this loan was all about Johnson's push to help illegal migrants, already costing his own taxpayers more than $500 million. That's with a B, billion dollars. Chicago resident Cata Truss joins us now with more. Cata, good morning. What a non-Christmas gift for this CEO, Pedro Martinez. What happened here?
Good morning. Basically, what happened is our mayor has decided that he wanted CEO Pedro Martinez to leave. They asked him to resign when he refused to secure the $300 million loan that the city wanted him to incur that would have put the city basically in a junk bond status and lowered the city's credit rating. And Pedro refused to adhere to that. Also, you know, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about, prior to our new elected school board being appointed, all of the board members resigned because when the mayor asked them to fire Pedro Martinez initially, they refused, citing that there was no real reason to fire him and the fact that they agreed with him not taking out the loan. And so, you know, we have our mayor who went to our state senator to maneuver the laws that took place that got our elected school board so that the Chicago Teachers Union could have control and of how those people were elected, and also giving the mayor more control, or CTU, because they're one and the same, when the appointments for the Chicago new elected board were appointed. And so as you see, initially, all of the members were supposed to be elected. And Mayor Johnson went to our state senator, I guess hand in hand, and asked him to do things a little differently and to change how the members were going to be appointed, as well as how they were elected. I think that we would be remiss if we didn't talk about the fact that they asked these parents and regular community members to come up with 1,000 signatures in order to get on the ballot. Now, keep in mind that we have congressmen and state senators who don't have to have more than 300 signatures to get on the ballot. So to ask a parent to come up with that kind of signatures was already setting parents up to fail. putting him in a position to appoint the people that he wanted to appoint, which is why we have now our CEO of the Chicago Public Schools now being fired.
Hey, Cata, let's take a look and remind our viewers about Mayor Johnson's record, a $982 million budget deficit, and proposing this $300 million property tax hike, spent $527 million on new migrant arrivals, ended Chicago's ShotSpotter gunshot detection tech, despite a 33-14 alderman vote in favor of saving it. Cata, what is the future now? What comes next with Pedro Martinez, the CEO? Because it appears he was fired, quote, without cause, and now has some legal standing perhaps to challenge it.
Well, of course, I'm sure that he is going to challenge it. I'm sure that he is going to probably sue the city of Chicago, which means that the city is going to find itself in deeper financial debt. And it's just a travesty. Let me just say that as mayor, any mayor who comes in has a right to appoint the person that they want. That's not what happened here with Pedro Martinez. Pedro Martinez basically lost his job because he refused to do something that would have been bad for the city. Keep in mind that also within this teacher's contract is a $2,000 set aside per month for migrant students only. Now, keep in mind that this is only for migrant students. It's not for underprivileged students. It's not for students whose families are in financial straits. Migrant students only. There's also a set aside of $60 million. Wow. Now, this is within the teacher's contract, which has nothing to do really with teachers, for housing for students who are unhoused. And we know that is another way of putting money aside for migrant families.
Cata,
and so Pedro Martinez,
that's got to just be upsetting the Chicago residents. Cata, we've got to leave it there, but thank you for the insight of what's happening there. We'll continue to follow this story, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you as well.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.
Hey everybody, so I'm interrupting this real quick just to let you guys all know, those of you that have been asking how can you help and how can you donate towards the children to help children have Christmas, the ones that are involved under the mentorship of me, you can easily do it by donating to my PayPal or the Cash App right up there. And again, let me reiterate this, folks. I don't want you guys to feel any pressure. If you do, great. If you do not, great. I just want you guys to know that that window is open right there for the ones who keep texting me and the ones who keep emailing me. That way everybody else can see it as well. It does not matter because I make sure that the kids get taken care of anyway. But some of my subscribers who have been consistently and have been loyal in donating there, I know you guys always ask me to remind you to do it. So here is your reminder. And everybody else, to the rest of you, no matter what you do, whether you do or don't, I hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas. Does that sound familiar? Did you hear what that gentleman said in there? He is pissed off because he did not approve this so-called bill that was going to be for the benefit of the teachers and the blah, blah. He sat there and said, did you know that this right here was going to cost the taxpayers of Chi-Town $500 million? And it had a lot to do mainly with them wanting to take care of those illegals, those asylum seekers, those migrants, those seeking hostage. But nothing about you Chicagoans, nothing about the Chicago veterans, nothing about the after school programs up there in Chicago, nothing about the homeless shelters there in Chicago, nothing really about that at all. All it was about were these so-called immigrants. And what you will find out, folks, if you follow the money, if you sniff it out, follow the money, you will see that it's a good chance that a lot of people who are involved with the push to take care of everybody else but their own constituents, but their own people, but their own Chicagoans, is because the ones who they want to put the money into is going to have things set up in such a way to where they are going to be getting money back. It's to benefit them. That's why he wanted to go to that teachers union, which, as y'all heard, he was a part of. I don't care what y'all say. There's so much grants and things that they push when they do these so-called budget things that a lot of these politicians, be it mayors, state reps, state senators, congressmen, they are getting this stuff back. We have to do this because of no. Why are you trying to do this when Trump is getting ready to whoop them and get them all out of there? Why are you trying to push this bill to focus on these illegals and focus on these asylum seekers when they are about to get out of there? So if that money ends up getting passed and Trump ends up booting them out, because Chicago is going to be priority number one. If y'all don't know that, Holman said it. Chi-Town is going to be priority number one, and the people of Chicago wants Chicago to be priority number one in getting these folks out of the city. And if they end up passing this money and those folks are out of the city, what's going to happen with the rest of that money? Oh, we allocated those funds into other places. Bull crap. Bull crap. You busted. And now they're calling for him to resign. Yeah. Chicago, y'all, hey, got a chance to do it. Family, listen to me. Family. I'm talking about my family. Y'all know who y'all are. The 5 last names of Chi-Town. Y'all know who y'all are. Thank y'all for letting people know about the channel. Thank y'all for encouraging them to check the stuff out. Thank y'all for telling them to go to these boards and these city council meetings and speaking up and speaking out, because it's getting the dang on publicity that it should have always gotten. Thank y'all for doing it and being brave to do it, but to show people that it's not just about skin color. You guys that are black that are speaking out, folks, so look, black people are getting tired. Black people are getting tired. They're finally speaking about what the thing is to get me is there's not enough young folks out there doing this around my age and under. Where are 25-year-olds, our 30-year-olds, 35-year-olds, our 40-year-olds? Where are you guys at? Y'all need to be out there too. Don't just be letting our aunt, y'all know what I mean when I said, don't be letting our aunties and our uncles and our mothers and our fathers get up there and do all the speaking. We need to be the ones out there doing this as well, ladies and gentlemen. But y'all are doing a fantastic job on getting out there, because although you see this seems like black people are tired of it, black people are not just speaking on behalf of just black people. They're speaking on behalf of Chicagoans in general, period. Anyway, shout out to y'all. That would be awesome. Recall them, y'all. Get it out there. Get the petitions going. Let me know what you guys all think about this by putting it in the comments below after this video. Don't forget to do what you see in that cloud right there. And if you do have a cell phone, you've been enjoying my channel, you have the opportunity to get into your phone right now to let somebody in your contact list know about this channel. If you know they would enjoy the channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you encourage them to subscribe to the channel. All right. The next video that I will be doing in chronological order is going to be up here. Things that I do as a variety on this channel right here. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying that every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.